friends, welcome to another Burnt River Ranch video. Today we are making a video on baling hay. This year we decided to get into the whole game of making our own hay. We went ahead and bought a New Holland 499 Haybine and a New Holland 273 Hayliner Small Square Baler. We bought them at a farm auction, sight unseen, which is totally not like us. And we kind of lucked out because they are in really good shape, and they needed a few bits and pieces, some parts, a little bit of welding, but all in all, for some used equipment that we never looked at before we bought it, I can't complain too much. It's working really well. All of the hay that we have on our property that we wanted to cut, we got cut, and we are just finishing up baling now. So Cole's out in the field finishing up the last few bales, and I'm getting a start on picking up the bales out of the fields and putting them where we're going to store them. Of course, an impulse decision to start haying. We don't have a hay shed yet. We're not going to have time to build a hay shed before we need to store the bales, obviously. So we are just going to put them on pallets with a bale tarp over them for now, and hopefully by the end of the summer we will be able to actually build a proper hay storage shed, but we'll see how it plays out. We've said that lots of times where we're going to get something done before winter, and it doesn't always happen. So we are prepared with proper storage, with pallets and tarps. It's not beautiful, but it should be functional if need be. This just gives us a little bit of a start on haying. We know that with the amount of hay that we need for our animals, that we don't have enough land to make all the hay that we need for the year. So this will give us a small dent in the amount of hay that we need for the year for our cows and horses. Yeah, we're still gonna have to be buying some hay to, make it through the winter, so it is what it is. Yeah, we just wanted to get a start on haying this year and see how everything goes and see how the equipment ran before we started trying to rent other land or hay other sections of land that doesn't belong to us. So far it's going really well, and everything's kind of going according to plan. We've had a nice dry stretch to get the hay cut and dried. We wanted to get a rake before we started haying, but it just didn't happen. We didn't come across a rake that we liked that was a reasonable price, so we ended up just not having one, and so far it's worked out. All of our hay has been drying really well just with the wind and the nice hot days that we've had, so we lucked out there.
Are you doing a video?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not.
So we're on day 2 of stacking bales and picking them up from the field. My job is to drive the truck and trailer around the field to get the bales, which honestly I feel pretty guilty about because I feel like I'm not really helping physically do the work. My allergies, I have severe allergies to Timothy hay or Timothy grass, and it's really bugging me with all this pollen in the air. I tried helping stack bales yesterday and it was just borderline impossible for me, so I'm in the truck today trying not to have a super severe allergic reaction. We decided to be hay farmers, square bale farmers at that, which requires a lot of handling the bales manually. One of those stack liners or bale accumulators are looking real nice these days for someone like me that has allergies. This whole hand bombing thing, I never used to have an issue with allergies like this when I was younger, but ever since I had my first kid, I developed an allergy in pregnancy, and now I'm allergic to hay. It's really lame, because I never used to have any of these issues. I used to stack bales and fork hay with no problem at all, but now it makes me have itchy eyes, runny nose, severe congestion, hives all over, just itchy everywhere, and it is super not fun. Either a round baler or some type of bale stacker or accumulator of some sort is really looking good to me these days. We're also stacking the bales in our stock trailer, which obviously is not the most efficient system. Trying to get them through the little slide door, definitely not the easiest or most efficient system, but just kind of the way it worked out this year. I've toyed with the idea of just hooking my horse up to some kind of trailer and trying to do it that way. But it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we just really want to just get it done. We have a big 30-foot gooseneck, but we use it for hauling water, and it's got a whole bunch of water totes on it right now, which is more of a pain in the butt to take off and put back on again when we need to haul water. So horse trailer's empty, it's already hooked up, it is what it is. Obviously, we will try to come up with some kind of better system next year. But we have 150 bales to stack, so it's not going to take too long.